Welcome everyone, I'm back for the first time in the brand new game room, which I'm excited to eventually show off, but that's not why we're here. We're here because we got another box from Retro Game Treasure. Let's check it out. Now before we get started, as always, we'll be using our highly advanced grading system to see just how good this month's box really is. Starting off, we got a Japanese Game Boy game. Let's check out Super Donkey Kong GB. Now I'm assuming GB stands for Game Boy, right? This one wasn't as bad as I expected, but it's far from perfect. Yes, I know it's a handheld game, so I won't be too hard on it. The controls are a bit funky, the jumps feel off, and I can't quite figure out what it is. But I just had a hard time trusting whether or not I would actually make a jump. And nothing annoys me more than trust issues when jumping in a platformer. I will say the music was rather impressive. Anyway, my favorite thing about this game is the fact that it does appear to be a standalone game, and not some watered-down copy of the console version. I'll be honest, I can see myself coming back to this game just to see what more it has to offer. I'll give it a B. Next up, we got a Game Boy Color game, Stuart Little: The Journey Home. So you start off the game collecting dirty socks. Those are some giant socks for such a small mouse. How the hell could he dirty up so many giant socks? Perhaps Stuart Little isn't so little? Anyway, it's riveting gameplay, I know. The game runs so slow and the jump delay is a bit annoying. I played through 2 levels of this crap and gave up. Maybe I'm just that good, but apparently you're supposed to be avoiding a cat on this stage, but I never saw it. The game is pretty much nothing more than a collectathon. Like I already said, you start off collecting what I assume are crusty socks, and then you're in the Old West collecting bags of money. Anyway, at least the gameplay is somewhat competent and not broken. Obviously, this game was made for kids and not for an adult like me, even though I was technically a kid when the game came out. I'll give it a C. Next up, we got XMen on the Game Gear. I was kind of hoping for so much more. Before we start though, let's take a look at the settings. For music playback, we got 45 RPM, 33 RPM, and... Yes, I may be a millennial, but I do get the RPM reference, but it's just kind of weird. And then for sound effects, we have annoying and off. Afterwards, I realized I forgot to check difficulty, but they're just such weird options, right? Anyway, at first, I didn't think the game was too bad. But for one, I found it very hard to attack enemies without taking damage myself. The level design didn't seem very intuitive, and I had no idea what the hell I was supposed to be doing. You can select between Wolverine or Cyclops at first, and even pick the stage. Either way, I wasn't able to do much in this game, even though it was set to easy. The controls were pretty good for the most part, but the music, well... Also, what is with the ice physics in this stage? Instead of it just being slippery, you start off walking normal and then... You know, I'm probably gonna get crap for this, but I had a hard time with this game. I'm gonna give it a D. Last up, we got Starfighter Sanveen, this game on the PlayStation. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to like this game. It took me a while to find a weapon combination that worked, but you can sort of pick your path, and it appears the more floors you clear, the more powerful you get, and once you defeat all the bosses, you move on to a stage boss. The game does have some flaws though. Slowdown can be a pain in the ass, and obviously the lack of dual analog controls can be hard to adjust to. I gotta say, I didn't have a bad time with this game. I'll give it a B. Well, anyway guys, that gives us a rounded down score of C. Another average month. Just a quick heads up, I do film videos months in advance, so to avoid some confusion, there might be some upcoming videos that were filmed in the old home. But anyway, thanks again for watching. You know what to do: like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you again